All right, we're joined here by Messiah College sophomore Drew Engle, multi-athlete and pole vaulter. Had just finished his second day, one of the very few who can say that, ran his second day of indoor MACs today. He finished this morning, he finished the Heptathlon, where you scored, we don't know the exact score, but around 4,500, which improves your conference record by about 150 points. It's your second straight Heptathlon victory, and second straight ever, so only one person can say they've ever won the Heptathlon MACs, and it's you right now, so it's got to be nice. And then pole vault today, you also you were second in the pole vault, 14.6, which is just a few inches under your school record, your best, so that's nice. So we'll get started. So take us through day one of the Heptathlon. A lot of folks didn't get to see that. Tell us about how those events went.
Day one was actually at Widener.
Right.
So we it was a 55-meter dash. I did all right. It wasn't a PR for me in that, but it was still pretty quick. Long jump wasn't quite what I had hoped for. I think it was my mark was like 6.18 meters, which is like 20 feet 3 inches around there. So not quite where I wanted, but I think I got second in that overall too. Shot put, I had a big PR.
Nice.
I think it was about a 2-foot PR in shot. So, and then we had high jump. I think it was a indoor PR for me. Not an overall PR, but an indoor PR. I think I wound up being 3rd place overall going into day 2 then. So that was all the 4 events for the first day.
Nice. Okay, and then so day 2. What's that start? I can't even think. Where does that start out?
It was the 60-meter hurdles right off the bat at like 9:30 in the morning, which is absolutely ridiculous to run hurdles that early. But not my best race, but not my worst. I could have done a little better, but you know what? I ran that race, and you don't look back after in the multi-event. You don't look back. You gotta look at the next event. So
right.
So then it was pole vault. I jumped 13.6 in pole vault. Pretty upset with that as well. I was hoping for at least 14.6 in that, that would have helped out a lot.
Yeah.
And then
so that set you up with a very, as I recall, it was so you have a very interesting situation when you, Lee Orzel, and Brian Lang, right?
Yeah. It was coach came over to me and he told me that I had to beat E-Town's Brian Lang. I had to beat him by, I believe, 1 second.
Okay.
And
that's what.
Lee Orzel from DeSales, I had to beat him by 4 seconds total. I just had it in my mind that I was going to run 33-second splits, and I heard coach yelling the splits, and they weren't perfect, but you know what? If it was a little slower than I wanted, I picked up the next lap, and it wound up being like right dead on a 2:45. So
and took care of both your opponents pretty well, as I recall. At least a good 5 seconds ahead of them, if not more. So so you finished first in the conference, always nice. And so then you had the pole vault after that. And so how'd those jumps go today for you?
I wound up, I believe I came in at 13 feet, which is like extremely low for me, but I wasn't sure what to expect after doing 7 other events. Jumps weren't looking that great, wasn't feeling excellent or anything, but I stuck to it, and then it went up to 14.6. I think there was probably around 7 or 8 guys left in the competition then. 4 guys no cleared, I think, or didn't clear that height, and it was my 3rd attempt for 14.6, and I actually went up and cleared it then, so that pretty much set me up for 2nd place at least, because 1 other guy had cleared it, so I was pretty happy with that. That was an exciting, very important jump for me.
Okay. Well, congrats on your win and your 2nd place today at MACs, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.